Good morning to everyone out there. My name is Liz. I am the Digging Canuck. This is Coffee with Liz. Now, I know my coffee's not here yet, but I've been promised that it will be here soon. Oh my goodness. Every Sunday morning, we have a casual conversation with one of your favorite metal detecting YouTube personalities. If this is something that you think you might enjoy, then absolutely hit the subscribe button and the notification bell. Tell YouTube you want to be advised whenever I go live, upload another video, or talk to another YouTube personality. So right on. Just gonna give a little bit of a hint, but December's guests off the charts. Oh my goodness. Wow, gotta say, the thumbs down bots were like going nuts. We had 8 thumbs down. The number seems to be coming down, so which leads me to believe that it is the thumbs down bots. But please take like 2 seconds, doesn't even take that long, hit the like button on this stream. It not only helps the stream to rank a little bit higher, but one day we might be suggested on someone's homepage, and how cool would that be? That would be very, very cool. Before we get things started, I just want to thank James the Dirt Diggler for that amazing little rendition of that we started the show off with. Thank you very much, James. Really, really appreciate that. So right on. I am gonna say hello to everyone. Just let you know, I guess you must know because you saw the thumbnail, that today my special guest is Brian from Straight Up Metal Detecting. We're going to talk to Brian throughout the show. At any point you can do, and you can send him a question. All you got to do is put @DiggingCanuck in your comment and then your question. It will highlight on my side here and I will see it, because otherwise I'm not going to see your question. Yeah, okay, let's say hello to each and every one of you. I'm gonna try, so let's try it. Doodles Gone Digging from Scotland, thank you so very much for joining. It is afternoon in Scotland, so right on. Valiosa de Tesson in my house. Muchos gracias, Valioso de Tesson. Right on. Who else is in my house? Sondel Spin, Germany. Check that out. First 3, unbelievable, international. Thank you, Sondel, for joining me today. My goodness, wow, truly international, and I really, why do I have these? I don't need these yet. I truly appreciate that. Who else is? Wait, did I say weird guy in the park? I don't know. Did I say that? Weird guy in the park is here. The man of the hour, Tripwire, Straight Up Metal Detecting, also in the chat. Marty Verstall is digging with Marty. Hello, Marty. Jimmy Cloak in my house. Right on. Who else? Mayor Videos. Hello, and thank you very much for joining. I do appreciate that. David Frazier is in the house. Check this out. He found a gold ring at Wrightsville Beach yesterday. My goodness. David, send a picture to diggingcanuck@gmail.com and I will include it in the show on Thursday. My coffee has been delivered. This is not a Digging Canuck mug. This is not a Digging Canuck mug. Here's a story behind this mug. I know there's a lot of collectors in the in Canuck Nation. This mug is actually, I have a set of these from the 1970s. I had a cousin that worked in the factory, and when my cousin moved to another country, wow, he gave my mom boxes and boxes of these. So these are like brand new, mint 1970s. Yeah, I have a whole set of different bugs. Really cool. Not my digging Canuck mug, but that's okay. Oh my goodness, how I digress. Oh my goodness. Oh my gosh, that is wonderful. And check this out. Mr. Canuck made these cookies. There's no sugar in these cookies. Absolutely no sugar. And they are very, very healthy cookies. And they taste delicious. So I'm just going to have a bite. There you go. A little bit of chocolate chip action. Dark chocolate, not milk chocolate. Very healthy. Oh my goodness. I shouldn't be eating cookies. Especially with chocolate, because now I'm probably going to get chocolate in my teeth. Oh my goodness. All right. All right. I hope I don't have any chocolate in my teeth, because that would not be very nice. Cynthia Swearingen in the house. Cynthia, thank you very much for joining. Jimmy Cloak says his great grandbaby is going to be a little girl born in March. Oh my goodness, I'm a March baby too. Right on, right on. Deej, as in digging with Deej, in the house. Thank you very much, Deej. She got her first silver with the Simplex. If you haven't seen that video, absolutely check that one out. Down the list, down the list. Dan Anderson, Dan in the house. Dan, thank you so much. The lovely Linda Wallace, also here this morning. Thank you for joining. Oh, who did I just see? Who? Oh my goodness, what happened? I saw the name Susan. What happened? There you go. Susan Lee says, good morning, Digging Canuck. Good morning, Susan. Right on, right on. Down the list, down the list. Relics and Stacked Stones says, good morning. Good morning, Relics and Stacked Stones. Oh my goodness. Let's continue down that list. Oh my gosh, Darnell. Darnell, hello world. Darnell is going to be a future guest on the show. Like I said, there's some amazing names coming up. Amazing names. Darnell, hello, and thank you so much for joining us. I really, really appreciate that. If you've not checked out Darnell's channel, check it out. Check it out. Jim Jack is in the house. He says, good morning, Liz, from St. Thomas. St. Thomas, not too far of a drive from Canuck headquarters. Yeah, not too far. Let's see. Joel Drama Detect in the house. Right on, right on. I think I have everyone. If I have missed saying hello to you, which is really, really possible, put an @Digging Canuck and just say, hey Liz, you didn't say hello to me. And I will definitely say hello to you. All right. Just gonna have another one of these. All right. All right. So, like I said, our guest today is Brian. You might know him as Tripwire. So this is the part of the show where, oh my goodness, I try to contact our guest. So let me do this. I will send Brian. Let's see. I will send Brian a. Oops, what happened there? I will send him an invite. One of these days, I know that this will be seamless. One of these days, I know. I promise I will get there. I really, really promise. All right. What's going on? All right. All right. Brian, Tripwire, Straight Up Metal Detecting, I have just sent you an invite. I've just sent you the invite, so you should... Actually, you know what I'm thinking? If I send these invites earlier, they can just click on it when I tell them to. That might work. All right, let's... where are you? There you are. All right. TikTok, 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 TikTok. While we're waiting for the invite to go to Michigan and for Brian to accept it, just want to say I went out detecting yesterday to the field where I've in the past dug those pewter cutlery pieces that have been trademarked, or sorry, hallmarked back to 1837. I dug a 3-pronged fork yesterday. The top part of a 3-pronged fork, and where the wooden handle would have been, no wooden handle because obviously it rotted. But yeah, I did that yesterday. Gotta say, really, really cool. The weather here.
Boom! There's
really...
digging Canuck.
Oh,
if I'm not mistaken. Do I gotta hit this here?
Hang on, sir. Hang on, sir. Hang on. Gotta find you. Gotta find you, sir. Gotta find you.
There we go.
Hang on. No.
Stop.
Hang on.
All right. Well, I see me.
Hang on, Brian.
It worked so smoothly yesterday. What happened?
Hang on, Brian. Hang on. All right, I have you.
Happened?
Hang on, I got you. All right, you're here. You will not see me, Brian, because I am broadcasting this show. So you might not see me.
Okay, so that would explain that. All right, sweet, awesomeness.
All right, can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you just fine. When I turn on my sound on my television, I'll be able to hear you a lot better.
Okay, I'm just gonna pop you up on the screen. There is
Whatever
Brian.
You do, I'm right here.
All right.
Cool, because I got the little camera down there. What's going on, diggers and diggettes? For those of you who are wondering who the heck I am, my name is Tripwire. I am from Straight Up Metal Detecting, and you are watching Coffee with Liz, the one and only. The crown jewel of Canada. What's going on, Liz? You all right?
I am. Oh my goodness! Am I being interviewed?
Yeah, I'm going to interview you. So tell me, what is your favorite cake that you like to eat? I'm sorry, I'm going to have to pull like an easier question. What flavor ice cream did you get, Liz? That's an American joke.
Is that an American joke?
So what's going on? We're just hanging out here down in the basement. Yeah. Now, I'm going to talk to everybody that is watching right now. Number one, thank you. Hit that like button, please. Subscribe to Digging Canuck's channel. And got two things going on. Number one, this show at any given second can be interrupted by the ultimate in cuteness. I don't know if it's going to happen, but cuteness may hijack this show. I got a feeling it's going to happen, but we'll see or not. Number two, Liz, you know, I told you I got a very, very special coffee here for you. You ready to see it?
Yes. Show me yours and I'll show you mine.
Language. Liz, please. Oh, no, you're talking coffee. Never mind. Anyhow, I came up with a coffee here that is inspired for Canada. So I'm calling this Digging Canuck coffee. I have not tasted it. I have not tried it. I just made it. Number one, Canada is a big, strong, bold country. So you definitely need to have big, strong, bold flavor coffee. Today we have White Castle coffee. Do you guys have White Castle in Canada?
No. No, we don't.
No? Oh, yeah, I'm going to have to kidnap you and bring you down here. You got to have some White Castle. It's like really, really good hamburgers. Number two, we all know that Canada is known as the Great White North. So we need a good creamer, but we don't want to have like half and half or anything weak. We need something good. So we got ourselves a cup of whole milk here. You got to have the whole milk to go with your strong, bold Canadian coffee.
Okay.
Now, the final ingredient. This is the secret ingredient to make this coffee. You guys ready for this? No, you're not. We're not going to use a sugar or an artificial sweetener. No. This is a Canadian coffee. So we are going to use
I think I know.
100%
I know.
Pure Canadian, and it has to say Canadian, maple syrup. We are you put it on your waffles, you put it on your French toast. Now we're going to put it in the coffee.
Right on.
Let's see if this is any good or not.
Gotta say, I've never put maple syrup in my coffee.
Yes, maple syrup in the coffee, Liz. You got to try it.
Oh my goodness.
I actually pulled up. It actually tastes good.
I'm sure it does.
Shocked. I was a little bit worried.
No,
But yeah,
gosh, no.
this is a 𝗥𝗔𝗗𝗓𝗪𝗏 coffee. You got some whole milk, strong coffee, and 100% maple syrup goes into the coffee, and it has to say Canada on it. You can't put in log
That's true.
cabin.
That's
Gotta
true.
have like real
Yes.
Canadian maple syrup.
Yes, that's true.
So there you go, 𝗥𝗔𝗗𝗓𝗪𝗏 coffee. There you go. So what's going on? How's everybody in chat?
Oh my God.
I got chat blowing up right here.
Okay.
I actually set up a computer so I can read chat, but I don't have my glasses on.
Oh my goodness. All right, Brian.
Okay, I'm gonna let you talk now. We're having fun already, and it's not even 10:30. But yeah, a long way to travel, people.
Steve Shepard in the house, Rhonda Tolliver in the house, Goalie WB in the house, Detector Mo in the house, a ton of people, Iffy Signals in the house. Thank you all so very much for joining me. JJ says, morning Iffy Signals. Oh my goodness, right on. Now, Brian, I was just gonna say that there might not be people, or there may be people who are not very familiar with your channel. And I was going to ask you to briefly introduce yourself, but I think you kind of did.
Oh yeah, I got no problem with that. My name is 𝗘𝗫𝗖𝗪𝗧𝗪𝗏. I'm from Straight Up Metal Detecting, and I'm going to give you a little bit of information about my channel. On Fridays, I like to do the vault coin collecting. We do a coin collecting show where we look through and do some coin roll hunting. Lately, I've been buying a lot of coins, like bags of wheat pennies and also Buffalo nickels. We've been going through that. Thank you, Liz, because she is the one that started worldwide coinage. I look at 4 coins from around the world, and I give you all details on exactly what it is and how much it could possibly be worth. And we also do a search for silver on Fridays on the vault too. Saturday is straight up metal detecting, except for yesterday because I didn't get out. But anyhow, every Saturday I'm out metal detecting, and I bring my cameras and I bring my metal detector, and we go everywhere, anywhere I could possibly go, whether it be a park, a beach, a school. Love the schools, forest, wherever I can go to, that's where I'm going to metal detect. And what I do is I just hunt. What you see is what you get. And at the end, I do the end complete. I lay everything's on the table, and you guys get to check it all out. And on Sundays, oh boy, it is cyber detecting video gaming. Cyber detecting is 100% uncensored. Viewer discretion is advised because I don't hold anything back. I play a metal detecting video game. How crazy is that? And I also do a lot of talking, and we played a video game, and it's just as frustrating in video game land as it is in real life. So that is my basic schedule. Every once in a while, I will throw up an inside job where I go into a new place that's kind of interesting that I've never seen before. I bring the camera in and I show it to you. And we're going to have one coming up this Thursday. We're going to do an inside job in the Anatomy of Death Museum. I'm still keeping the Halloween tradition alive no matter what.
All right.
How's that, Liz?
Wow. You know what? I had 2 pages of stuff written down, and I think you kind of just talked about all of them.
See, what it is that I'm telekinetic. I can read your thoughts, and I saw them through your eyes, and I read the paper while I was in front of you.
Something like that. Listen, if I may ask, where does the name Tripwire come from? Is that like, where'd that come from? Because that's not your name.
Okay. Here's what. No. Actually, it's quite a funny story. Before I started even making a YouTube channel at all, I actually went on Facebook and I asked a few of my friends, or actually I just made a general statement. If I do a make a YouTube channel, would anybody even watch it? And a friend of mine, Nick D from Detroit, he wrote me back and he sent a picture. He's like going, I'll watch the channel, but I'm calling you Tripwire. And he sent a picture of an unknown G.I. Joe action figure. And in a way, it kind of looks a lot like me. It has a hat, it had the sunglasses, and he walks around with a metal detector. And I'm like going, okay, you're going to call me Tripwire? Tripwire it is. So my friend Nick D actually named me. I liked it. Now, here's even what's a little bit weirder. Before I did metal detecting, I was in pro wrestling. And on occasion, I'd be called Barbed Wire. And it's kind of funny how someone's calling me Tripwire. So it's like, yeah, Tripwire, I like it. So I just took it and I adopted it and made it my own.
Okay,
so that's
there
where
you
Tripwire
are.
Came from.
All right. Now, some people in the chat.
G.I. Joe action figure.
Right on. Some people in the chat have been asking where you detect. Now, you detect out of the great state of Michigan.
Yeah. Now, I live 7 miles outside Detroit, Michigan.
Now,
I basically detect anywhere I possibly can without getting arrested. Parks I like to do. My favorite, because since I started beginning, especially for you beginners. The local public high schools. Schools are the greatest, especially if you're a beginner, due to the fact you need to go to where the money is to figure out how your machine works. And to this day, I still love, if I see a public high school, I will hit it. But I do anywhere, really. There are times I would actually metal detect a parking lot. Like if the ground is frozen, I'll walk around with my magnet. I drag a magnet on occasion, and I'll surface find underneath the snow. If it's like frozen or something, I'll metal detect anywhere. Parking lot, beaches. Beaches, I'm not really that good at. Some of you are awesome at beaches, and God bless you. I love you. I wish I was you. But yeah, anywhere.
Okay.
Like I said, if it keeps me out of jail, I'm there.
Now listen. Now I know that sometimes it gets a lot colder in Michigan, because I'm from Southern Ontario, and a lot of Michigan is like north from us. But when you don't detect, you don't really detect all year, right? You do not metal detect all year. You can't, right? It kind of depends. I mean, Michigan is such a bipolar weather state. You never really know what it's going to do. There was a time about 5 or 6 years ago, no, probably less than that, about 3 years ago, where it was January 6th or something like that, and it was like 62 degrees outside. I mean, the weather here is just, you cannot predict it. You have no idea what's going to happen. If it looks good outside, hit it. If it doesn't look good outside, get a metal detecting game and play it on the inside, you know? So, yeah, like I said, anytime I can get out, I try to get out, even though I had to pull back a little bit because it was like really starting to take over my life. So I like go, now I only get out like maybe 2 or 3 times, maybe 4 times a week instead of 6 days a week. So, but yeah, weather-wise. Are you digging in February?
For November.
Sorry.
What's up?
Are you digging in like February?
Yeah, if I can.
Oh, okay.
If there's no snow on the ground and it's like 50 degrees or something like that, yeah. Oh. Like I said, Michigan has the weirdest weather on the planet.
Huh. Okay.
I mean, see, there'll be times where it'll be March or April and we'll have 2 feet of snow. But in the middle of December, it'll be like 60 degrees outside. Mm-hmm. We don't know what the weather's going to be. We just flip a coin and hope for the best.
Yeah. Now.
But yeah, go ahead.
So what you said you were a wrestler. How the heck did you get involved in metal detecting? Like, people just don't wake up one morning and say, I want to try metal detecting. How'd that come along? Or how'd that come about?
Okay. Sorry, I had to throw that in there. No, I got into metal detecting because I was a coin collector. I'm a coin collector from way back, like 2004, I believe I started collecting coins. And I noticed, like, in the back of the magazine that I get, on occasion, I'll say a Garrett advertisement or a White's advertisement. And in the back of my mind, I'm thinking, maybe I will get a metal detector. Mm. But it just turned out that one day, Chemical X and I, Chemical X is my son, by the way. We were at a sporting goods store doing some Christmas shopping or something. No, doing some sort of shopping. And I saw a bounty hunter fast tracker for like $100. So I just grabbed it. I said, let me give it a shot. So I grabbed it and I picked it up and I paid for it. I got to put that in there. I paid for it. I didn't steal it. I just paid for it. And I took it home and we got everything ready. Now, I do have a slight problem. When it comes to reading, I got problems comprehending. So what happened was I went home and I tried to read the instructions and it just didn't jive with me. So I just grabbed the machine, went up to the park, put the batteries in it, and just hit the ground running, not knowing anything at all whatsoever. And I didn't find anything. I couldn't figure it out. So I tried it again and again and again. And I just couldn't get the hang of metal detecting to save my life. So I put it up in the corner and it sat there for almost about a year. Fast forward. One day, probably, I know it was in the summertime, on a Saturday, I was sitting down, I was doing my coins, and I look up at the screen because I had my television on. Diggers on National Geographic was on, KG and Ringy.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Those guys.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. So I'm sitting there watching them, and I'm doing my coins, not really paying attention until we started talking about the sounds that the metal detector makes. And then all of a sudden, my ears perked up, my head flew back, and I'm like, oh, wait a minute. Pen, paper, and I started writing down everything. Then I kept watching them, and they were on a marathon. So they were playing this all night, and I didn't stop watching them.
Wow.
So before I knew it, because I saw the sun come up, I had the information in front of me, and I'm like, okay, now I got a great idea and knowledge on what to do. Grabbed my machine, went across the street over to the high school, coin, 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 coin. It was money all the way down. So, and that once you start getting your first coins when you're metal detecting, once you start getting your first treasures, you're gonna get hooked. You're gonna get absolutely hooked. And I've been on metal detecting for over 5 years now, 5.5 years straight. So yeah, that's basically how I got into it. Thank you, KG and Ringy.
You posted your very first video in 2015, and it was called Beginner to Beginner.
Yeah, that was okay. This is kind of interesting. Now, I love all you guys that have metal detecting channels on YouTube. I love you guys. I love you to death. Please do not take this the wrong way. Okay. Well, like I said, I have problems reading and I have problems comprehending, but I want to learn more about metal detecting. So I would go to YouTube, and I know I can learn from watching, and I'm like going, okay, beginner metal detecting. Okay. And a bunch of channels came up, and each channel kind of had its own thing going on. And I'm just like, well, you know, it's like you got a beginner's thing here. It's all right, but you guys are losing me. You would have your machine out and they say, okay, well, this is a 42. This is a 38. Now whoa, hey guys, I told you any minute now. You are blessed with cuteness. Scrappy Diggs. Hi, everybody. Thank you for all the great comments. I love you, Liz. I love you guys, but I gotta go now. I gotta get Eagles.
Bye, Scrappy.
I'm not getting much.
Bye, Scrappy.
So I love you guys. Bye.
Bye, Scrappy.
Anyhow.
Gotta just say, Miley would like eat her head.
In
one gulp.
I do got something for you about Miley, but anyhow, let me get back to the beginner part thing.
All right, yes, please
really
do.
quick, I'll make a long story short. I
do.
decided that I don't know what I'm doing. There's probably other metal detectors that don't know what they're doing, but we all want to do it. So I'm going to make my channel a learning channel strictly for beginners. So I would grab my detector. I stood there and I just said, okay, this is metal detecting beginner to beginner. I got my camera. I got my metal detector. I'm going out into that field. I don't know what I'm doing, but I'm telling you, whatever I do, I'm going to film it. If I mess up, and I'm going to, it's going to be on film for a reason. That way, you see me mess up, you guys know what not to do. If you see me doing something good, then you guys learn something. So that was basically the whole concept of metal detecting beginner to beginners, me helping out other beginners as a beginner myself by making the mistakes so they don't.
So you said your first detector was that Bounty Hunter Fast Tracker. What detector do you currently use?
I got 3 metal detectors all day, but right now I'm using the Bounty Hunter Quick Draw. Quick Draw 2, I apologize. Bounty Hunter Quick Draw 2. This one kinda tells you how deep it is into the ground. But this one I actually did read because it was quite interesting. If it is a coin and the thing is telling me that it's 4 inches down and it's a coin, it's 4 inches down. But if it rings up like a zinc, but yet it still has a penny there and it's like 4 inches down and you go past 4 inches and you're going to 5, 6, 7 inches,
or China,
it's not a coin. Yeah, I mean, that thing's great for coin shooting, which is what I am. There's different classifications of metal detectors, and I'm a coin shooter. So yeah, but I like it. You know, I never ran anything but Bounty Hunter. Bounty Hunter's all I know. I think they're a fantastic machine all the way around. I found gold with it. I found silvers. I found bottle caps with it. I know. Calm down. I do find bottle caps. Envy me.
Now I've seen some videos where you're metal detecting, but you're dragging a magnet. Like, have you gone actually magnet fishing? Like, have you gone magnet fishing in the water?
Yes. Actually, as a matter of fact, 𝗘𝗫𝗖𝗥𝗥𝗪, the very first time we decided to get the magnet out, he did something kind of new, and you guys might want to try this. He was out swimming in the water, way out there. And he's dragging the magnet while he's swimming way out there, just dragging it along the bottom. And then he goes, hey, Dad, come here. So I'm like, what? And he showed me that he found it's like really super small. We are talking super duper small. It was an Eiffel Tower earring.
Oh.
It was like really weird because it had a little. It had to be for a kid because it was so small. So right off the bat, it's just like, wow, we gotta do some more magnet fishing and everything.
That's pretty cool.
Well, I don't do. I'm sorry.
No, I was just gonna say that you said Eiffel Tower. I actually saw 𝗘𝗫𝗓𝗪𝗔𝗍𝗪𝗔 yesterday. Hans, in a field, he dug an Eiffel Tower, which was kind of weird. Kind of weird that you said that. Kind of weird.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
it's a parallel universe.
There's something going on in the Matrix.
No, but anyhow, what it was, yeah, it's the Matrix. I'm taking the blue pill. That's all I have to say. No, but what happened was is like I don't get to a lot of places that have bodies of water. I just don't. And when I do try to go magnet fishing, I get the magnet out there, but that doesn't mean it comes back. Okay, so but I
Yeah.
figure I got this.
Yeah. Have
Yeah,
you lost a magnet?
and but
Have
yes,
you?
I did on Memorial Day this last year. I did a Memorial Day special. I threw it out there for the first time, and the lake kept it.
Yeah, see, that's my
It's all
biggest
right.
that's
It's
my
just like a
biggest
couple bucks.
fear, because some of those magnets
Oh
are
yeah,
like
it happens. It
really
definitely happens to me
expensive.
big time.
Really
Yeah,
expensive
expect the
magnets.
unexpected. Well, here's the funny part is like I said, I don't go to a lot of bodies of water, but I have the magnet and I do a lot of high schools. So what I do is I just take it and I attach it to my belt, and then I drag the magnet behind me, and it helps kind of like clean up the parking lot, because I don't know if you guys ever had a nail in your tire or a screw lodged.
Yeah.
It's kind of like a little small public service I do,
Hmm.
and I just add it to the table under metal sludge, and I
Hmm.
show all the stuff the magnet picked up while I'm walking around.
Now, have
I mean,
you
it goes to a scrapyard to make.
have you
What?
have you been, so you've done magnet fishing? Have you gone bottle digging?
No, I would love to go bottle digging, to be honest with you, but I don't even know where to begin or
Mm.
start anywhere with the bottle digging. I know I'm probably horrible at it because I got a weird feeling. Me glass equals breaking. So there was one time I was digging a hole and I heard a crack, and I managed to pull out some of the glass. It was an old Pepsi bottle that was probably
Ah,
collector, but
right
I'm
on.
just kind of hoping it was broke before I got there, so I don't feel too bad about myself.
Now
But
you
yeah, I'd like to try bottle digging one day.
now you have, I gotta say, Mr. Tripwire has some interesting language that I've only heard Mr. Tripwire use. You've mentioned
It's a family show, Liz. Liz, it's a family show. Don't use that language.
you've mentioned the end complete. And I think
The incomplete,
I think
yes.
that's something that you only use.
Yeah, well, the basic reason why, and once again, if I'm ever talking about anybody else's channel or channels, it's all in good. I love you all. Just keep this in mind. I love every single one of your channels. Don't take anything the wrong way, please. But I notice everybody uses the term roundup. It seems
Yes.
like every detecting video I watch at the very end, everybody uses the same word,
Yes.
roundup.
Yes.
And I honestly, I don't want to be like all the other channels, even though all the other channels are far better than mine. The incomplete, I figure it's like it's the end of the show and everything is done, everything is finished, it's totally complete. Let's see what we got. And it's actually the name of an obituary album. It's called The Incomplete. And I thought, wow,
Okay.
that's a perfect way to end the show. The Incomplete.
Uh-huh. Uh, now you also have different grades of trash. Like you have ultra crap, and I think there's a couple more.
Yes. All right. I usually kick the show off with the rust in peace section.
Yeah, that's right.
I take all of my rust items, like anything that I have that's like rusty or any type of iron, steel, or rust that I dig. This has its own section. It's called the rust in peace section. And then you got the ultra crap section, like Liz said. Those are usually the can slaw or ripped up cans or stuff like that. Any type of old aluminum, something that you cannot salvage whatsoever. Then I got like the miscellaneous. I don't have any miscellaneous. Okay, well, anyhow, the miscellaneous section. That stuff that's like cool, kind of. It's new. You're not used to seeing it, like kind of like aluminum siding or something weird like that. So whatever I can't really identify, but isn't scrap, it's kind of in between. That's what I call the miscellaneous section. I got the metal sludge. I was telling you about that when I grabbed my magnet. That's the metal sludge section. Then I got bottle cap section, pull tab section, and surface find section. Those three are always pull tabs. Donate your pull tabs. I say that constantly. Help these people out.
Is it
And
fair
then
to
I usually jump.
Oh, sorry. Go
I'm
ahead.
sorry.
No, go ahead. Go ahead. There's more.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Oh, yeah, there's more. I was getting to that. Then I usually do Scrappy Dig's Find of the Week just to break up the monotony. And normally I close out the show with all the cool stuff I find, like all of like whether it be toys, like really cool toys that I like or stuff like that. And then I usually have like the Find of the Week, and this was actually the Find of the Week. I found a sword one time. So, yeah, so that's how it goes. I break stuff up into different sections to show everybody different things just to have some fun there.
Now,
instead of like just go ahead.
Sorry. Now you recycle all your levels of trash. You recycle them, and you actually, I've seen some videos where you actually do make some donations to some worthy causes. Can you tell us about your donations?
Oh my God, I would love to, Liz. Thank you for bringing that up. Actually, starting next month. Here's what happened. Every November, for the whole month of November, I do metal detecting, coin collecting, and now video gaming for St. Jude's Children's Hospital. Every single thing that I find gets donated one way or the other. Let me put it to you this way. If I'm out metal detecting, all the rust, all scrap, everything that's not worth anything, I take straight to the scrap yard. At the end of November, I flip it, they give me money, I donate that to St. Jude's. All the coins that I find that aren't worth anything, they're just regular face value, that all gets donated. Surface finds, if there's something in the surface finds that I like personally, I have to buy it off of myself in order to keep it. Boom, there's more money for St. Jude's. Same thing with coins. If there's coins that I like that I want to keep for my own personal collection, I have to buy it off myself. Boom, that's money for charity. So that's just the metal detecting part of it. But I'm also doing, when I do coin collecting, if I'm hunting a roll of dimes or a roll of pennies, and let's say a 1942 wheat penny pops out, we already know that that's worth 10 cents, not 1 penny. So boom, I owe 10 cents for charity. So that's how that one works. And usually I play cards against Scrappy Diggs, and he beat me last year, so I had to put in all the quarters that I had. And also this year we're doing something, 2 things that are new. One, cyber detecting, the video game. I'm going to be on the game Metal Detecting America. Any coin I find for the whole month, I got to put up the face value for. That gets donated to charity. And I have a contest throughout the whole month of November this year. You see, for the last 2 years, I've been doing metal detecting for charity for St. Jude's Hospital, and it was called Digging the Given. Liz, you want to know the truth? That was never supposed to be the name of the show. I never wanted it to call that. It was a name working in progress. You know, I'll come up with something later on down the road because I don't like digging the given. Liz, I can't think of a darn thing to call this, so I got a contest that's coming up. Here's what's up. Throughout the whole month of November, you guys that are watching, the ones that stop in on my channel, first of all, I love you. Thank you all very much. Number 2, you guys come up with a name for me. Whoever comes up with the winning name, 𝗥𝗚𝗢𝗪𝗏 is going to pick it. You guys put it in the little comments. I'm going to print up each one. Whatever name 𝗥𝗚𝗢𝗪𝗏 picks, you are the winner. And I am giving away a tonnage of stuff. Why? Simple, because I don't do giveaways every day. I don't do them every week. I don't do them every month. I do them on occasion. Well, this is a pretty big occasion, if you ask me. So yeah, now my main mission is to make sure that we do this fair and we do it even. Again, Liz, thank you so much for helping me with a couple of the giveaways that I did do, because I know I turned to you for advice on that, and you really helped me out. So again, thank you so much for helping me on that. But this November, from beginning to end, there's December, the first week of December, I'm going to say who won. You guys like silver? You guys like rounds? You guys like 1 ounce silver and 0.999? I'm giving too much information away, Jurassic Park one. I'm giving way too much information away on this. Y'all are going to have to wait. So.
Oh, my goodness.
You guys are going to have to play that back and check the subliminal messages.
Right on. Now,
what else you got going on, Liz?
Now, Tripwire, Mr. Tripwire, Brian.
Drop the mister. Come on, man. What's up?
After I asked you to be a guest on this show, you put together an amazing little promo video, which sadly, I cannot play that. I wanted to share it, but I can't play it on this stream because there's copyright music. But I just want to say that I think that we can all deduce from your videos and anything that has to do with Mr. Tripwire that you kind of like rock music. Is that fair to say that you like? Now, I have to ask you this. What is the best band ever to come out of Canada? Tell me about that. What do you think is the best band?
My favorite band out of Canada, hands down, would have to be Kitty. You never heard of Kitty, have you?
No, I have not. That's not what I thought you were going to say.
No, Kitty. You know where London, Ontario is?
Yes, sir, I do.
All right. Kitty is from London, Ontario. They started roughly about 2003 or 2004, somewhere in that general timeline. Here's the funny part. When they started, they were 16-year-old girls. All right. Now, most metal guys will look at them and say, well, they can't be any of that good, you know. What happened was that they practiced and they worked their butt off, and they ended up jumping up on stage during battle of the bands at first, but then they started getting noticed. And when you hear Kitty, you're not listening. You see these young girls up there, and they're just slamming. I mean, I had to stop myself. Slamming major. And then when Morgan Lander, the singer, gets up on the mic, it is crazy because she'll like sing like normal, then out of nowhere, she just goes totally off. And I'm like, 16-year-old. I would play Kitty in my car and not tell anybody. And people would get in and they go,
I have no control.
They go, who is this? I'm like, this is Kitty. They're like, oh, that dude sings hard. I'm like, that's a chick.
Okay.
Like, what?
All right. All right.
I'm like,
All right.
girls can rock too, and they're a
Brian.
lot of times better than some of these guys.
Brian.
But yeah, Canada equals Kitty.
Okay. No, I'm gonna have to disagree with you there. Canada equals Rush. How do you feel about Rush?
Yeah, I know. How do you think I found her song?
I know, but I thought you were gonna say Rush. Are you kidding me? Rush.
No.
Rush is where it's
what
at.
happened is that what?
I said Rush is where it's at.
Okay, well, let me tell you what happened. I went to Google, right? When I was putting the video together, I went to Google and I typed in Canadian National Anthem, and Rush, Tom Sawyer came up. I was shocked. I couldn't believe that was your guys' national anthem. I'm like, cool, that's great. I'm lying. No, actually, I don't really get into rock like that. I mean, I like Tom Sawyer by Rush. I think it's a phenomenal song. I think they did a great song. I like Working Man by Rush.
How about Subdivisions?
Yeah, that's about it.
That's my favorite Rush
Steve.
song.
I'm sorry, what?
Subdivisions by Rush. That's my favorite song, a Rush song.
I've never heard it. I'll look it up when I get offline here. I'll check it out. Subdivisions by Rush. Okay. Yeah, but no, with me it's like, I know you and I are about the same age, but I still prefer speed, death, thrash.
Okay.
Yeah, we're about the same age.
No. Listen. I'm gonna turn this interview off right now. I'm just gonna say.
Why?
I am an enigma, okay, and I shall remain an enigma.
You're an enigma.
Capiche?
Okay,
Capiche?
you win.
All right.
Yeah, you got it. You are what you are. You be what you be. More power to you. Okay, apparently I said something wrong, ladies and gentlemen. I apologize. So far, I've been doing pretty good. I haven't said anything wrong yet. But no, I listen to metal. So, I mean, that's basically, I played in metal bands growing up. It was my life. And so that's basically what it is. I know Rush started a lot of the metal, but I'm into a lot heavier. If you guys watch any of my metal detecting programs or just watch the promos I released, I got everyone from Slayer to Rob Zombie up in there. So, yeah, I just listen to really heavy music. And I think that separates my channel from everybody else's too.
Yeah, I know there's a British channel. Oh my goodness! See, I can't remember.
Metal detecting.
There's a couple British channels that are really like hardcore. Yeah, seriously hardcore.
Yep. I know one for sure. I'm sorry, what?
No, go ahead.
Yeah, I know for a fact Heavy Metal Detecting's in England. I talked with them a couple of times. They're really cool. Then you got my my little sister over there, Siren Kimmy from Grows Rock Metal Detecting. I know she's a thing too.
Yes.
So yeah, we're out there. We're just minuscule. There's not a ton of us, but boy, are we there, and we'll let you know.
Okay.
Really quick before I forget, Liz, congratulations on your 3 gold rings. You got 3 of them now, right?
I have gold rings. Yes, I do. I have gold rings.
Yeah, you just found 3 of them within the last 4 months, right?
It's been crazy. It's been crazy. And can I just say, I do not. I know there's a lot of detectorists out there that, like, they know this is my like 67th silver for the year. This is my like 53rd gold ring. I'm not knocking those people, but I don't like it when people ask me because I really don't know. I can't tell you how many. I can't tell you how many silver ring or silver coins I've dug or anything like that. To me, and I think it's evident in my videos that I just like to have fun. I like the excitement of the moment of finding the things, and I do not keep track.
That's what it's all about.
Yeah, I don't keep track.
God bless you, Liz. That is what it's all about. Because I don't know how much silver I got, but I just noticed that I see you on Facebook. I know we're friends on Facebook and all that jazz. And I saw you pop up 3. I didn't mean to throw a number, but let's just even it out and say congratulations on the gold you've been finding because you've been at this for what, 5 years, and now you're just starting to hit some of that gold. But either way, it's not the gold, it's not the silver, it's the fun and the adventure of getting out there.
Yes.
If you ever watch any of my videos, I will start laughing and having a blast if I find a bottle cap. Why? Because I'm out detecting and I'm having fun. What I find is what I find.
Yes.
And as long as you're having fun, God bless you. You all roll.
I agree. I mean, I have, I've posted some videos where I get excited over a $2 coin. I mean,
ooh, double loony.
I know.
I love
so
loonies.
Your son made a guest appearance in the back there. Does he detect with you?
Okay, Chemical X started detecting with me at first, and then after a while he kind of like really grew out of it. But he does help me a lot during like November when I do charity month. He will come out with me on occasion just so we could raise more money. And during charity month last year, he dug up an old Pepsi can. Well, my son likes to drink Sprite. I'm the Pepsi guy. And in order to raise money, we decided to bid on this destroyed old Pepsi can. And the back and forth is just hilarious between the both of us. It's actually in footage is actually in my documentary 5 years running and hunting, if anybody wants to check it out. But it's actually really funny. But he used to go out with me and get a load of this. We were at a park one time and he's about 100 feet away, give or take. I'm over here. He pulls his up out of the ground. He's like, I found this. And it turned out to be like a hinge to a barn, a very big hinge to a very big barn. Like, really? So I dug up mine and I pulled it up. I found the same thing he found about 100 feet away. And I think that's on one of the shows on my channel, but it's just funny. But no, he doesn't really come out and hunt with us, but I really need him to help me with computer stuff. And that's what he does.
Yeah.
He helps me a lot with the computer stuff.
Yes. Thank goodness we all have children that can help us with the tech.
Oh yeah, Miss Neko Nintendo. I watch her. I know who she is. Now there's a gamer. You guys want to see somebody? Go watch Miss Neko Nintendo.
Right on.
Am I getting that name right?
It'll pass. It'll pass. It'll pass.
Tell her I apologize. I was watching her play Animal Crossing not too long ago, about 3 or 4 months ago. She was playing Animal Crossing, and I typed in there. I said, I'm not a big fan of the game, but I love the urban legend that goes with Animal Crossing. I was wrong, Miss Neko Nintendo. I was completely wrong. It's PetScop. PetScop has the urban legend. I was wrong. I'm sorry.
Okay. Brian.
Shout out to Miss Neko.
It's October. Now, October is usually a huge month in the Tripwire house because of Halloween.
Usually.
Now you've made some amazing for many years. You've created amazing displays and decorated your home, but not this year. What's going on?
Thank you, Liz. I highly appreciate that. We've done so much. I'm not sure who's familiar out there with it, but let me give you a quick rundown on what I used to do.
Yeah, you could tell us.
Tell us. Oh yeah, we would handcraft and hand build gigantic Halloween displays in our front yard, and it's stuff that you can't just go to Walmart and buy. We actually have to sit down, design, create, build, paint. And some of these go as high as 8 feet in the air. And that wasn't just enough for us. We would come up with pumpkins that breathe fire. We use real bones, sometimes some real blood. We got like blood splatter everywhere. We use black lights. We got, last few years, we had 200 lasers coming across the front lawn. It was a massive display that we loved to build. And every year was different. And so like it would be like Slenderman one year, the next year it could be a toxic waste dump. We don't know, whatever we came up with. And we were so unique and so original because half of the stuff that we did was real. The other half you could just tell you found at a dollar store. But we made it better and we scared the crap out of the neighborhood. But they also come by and they watched us. Our reputation just from my house alone was so big that people from 10, 12, 14 miles away would come just to see my house and see what we're doing this year. We did this for 18 years. And like I said, every year was different. This year, I was talking with Chemical X. I had an idea because we would have a production meeting the first week of October. And he just said, you know what? We had a good run. He's like, I don't really want to do it anymore. And Hell Sent Halloween Station was always me and Chemical X. It was a father-son thing. And the more I started thinking about it, the more even I said, you know what? I guess for a better word, we made everyone happy with the set we built. People loved what we did. Now we have this coronavirus. We don't even know if people are even going to come by. I know they'll drive by and see it. They always do. They take videos of it constantly. They love taking pictures with Sage in his monster costume. But after 18 years, I even got to the point where I really can't think of anything new. Like this year, we were going to do another eating a dead body in the front lawn.
Oh my God.
Yeah, let that sink in. Yeah, we did that one year. It was called 𝗘𝗫𝗖𝗪𝗡. We made a dead body out of ribs, and we had a head, and we had intestines out of pork sausage, and we were eating that. You know,
Nice.
that's something new. You'll never see that. You'll never see that in any other Halloween place you go to. But you come to our house, you'll see us eating dead bodies or stabbing corpses and blood flying everywhere. But it just got to the point where after 18 years of building and creating and designing, it's just like, okay, we've done it all. There's nothing left to do.
Oh my God.
I just say the best thing to do, everything in this world, everything comes to an end sooner or later. Accept it. Keep your memories with you.
Yes.
And then move on to your next level.
Yes.
That's the best thing to do.
I agree. All right. Now, talk to me about Bob Ross. I think you're like the #1 fan on the planet.
I wasn't sure I didn't know you were going to bring that up.
Talk to me about Bob Ross.
Bob Ross.
I think everybody out there with a little bit. Everybody out there with. I'm just saying that everybody out there who's like been on the planet for a few decades will know who Bob Ross is, the famous painter with the big hair who used to paint a picture in one of his shows. Now, Mr. Tripwire here is the president treasurer of the International Bob Ross Fan Club. Why? Why?
Okay. All right, let me explain this. This is just the funniest thing. It's just, believe it or not, it's all coincidental. It really, really is. I was metal detecting while filming for my show on Saturday, and I dug up a coin. And the coin is Grover Washington, if I'm not mistaken. It's one of the new coins. Now, on the back of this Grover Washington coin, the guy looks like Bob Ross. Okay, Bob Ross is that guy that has an afro and a beard, and he always painting. Well, there's a picture of the exact same thing on the back of this coin. And as a joke, I said, look, it's a Bob Ross coin. And I just blurted that out. So I'm like, okay. And I just put that in my pouch. And then when the show was over and I was done, I had to go buy some beverages at some really weird beverages that I drink on the vault. And I went over to the store, and just out of sheer coincidence, there was a Bob Ross energy drink staring at me. I'm like, give me that. So I took the Bob Ross with me. And then the following week, I decided to do a whole week of a weekend, a Bob Ross tribute weekend, because he's absolutely hilarious. Then I decided after the show, I'm like, you know what? I do a lot of coin roll hunting, and I love finding quarters. You know what? Anytime during the vault, anytime I find a Bob Ross quarter, I'm going to do a giveaway. It may not be anything great. Maybe just be stickers, magnets, keychains, maybe some. So I'll definitely throw silver in there, wheat pennies. But it's just fun to find a Bob Ross quarter. And there's a guy from Sweden. Now, let me explain something. This guy from Sweden is a video gamer named Joel. We'll just call him Joel. And he likes to play a video game called Mario Paint. And when he plays Mario Paint, he has Bob Ross in the corner painting. And they got such different attitudes. Like, Bob is always, hello, friends. How are we doing today? Today we're going to make a little tree. We're going to take the tree and we're going to make some little clouds over here. So, and then you got Joel going, what are you doing, Bob? Stop doing that, Bob. So watching them two go at it's absolutely hilarious. But that's where the whole Bob Ross thing came from. Was the back of the quarter, me finding a Bob Ross can, then turning it all into a giveaway. So anytime you guys watch the vault and you see me with a roll of quarters, or anytime I got quarters, and I pull out a Grover Washington, a Bob Ross quarter, I'm usually doing a giveaway. So that's how that all came about.
All right.
Yeah, but I love Bob Ross.
Right on.
I watched him growing up too, so I love Bob Ross myself.
On. So, Tripwire, last year you went to an event called Digging Detroit, and you actually met Metal Pirate Girl, and you met Deej, did you not?
Yes and no.
Yes and no.
What happened was here's the funny part. Yes, I did meet Metal Pirate Girl. We hung out towards the end, right before it started raining. Deej, I wrote you. I don't know if you got my message or not, but yeah, I tried writing you. Digging with Deej, go see your channel right now. Well, not right now. When this is over, go watch Digging with Deej on YouTube right now. As soon as this is over, go check it out. Digging with Deej rules, period. No, you were walking away. No, what it was is
Ah.
I was in the water because the whole beach was already filled with detectorists, and I'm like, well, I'm already wet, and I was finding something in the water, and someone was walking behind me, and I heard that's got to be tripwire. So I stop. Number one, I'm shocked anyone even recognizes me. So I'm like kind of stunned. I'm like, yeah. As a matter of fact, how do you know that? And then the person's walking away, and they go, oh, I know, and just kept walking. And for the longest time, I'm like, I don't know who recognized me. Who was that? I didn't have a clue. Then for somehow I went over to her channel to watch something, and sure enough, I'm like, that was her. That's who it was. Okay, why didn't you stop? I wanted to interview you. She just kept walking.
You know what?
There's
always 2021, right? There's always 2021. Hopefully things will. Hopefully COVID will go away.
Well, to be perfectly honest, I don't really like hunting in groups. I am more of a solo metal detectorist, to be honest with you.
That's fine.
It's not that I'm anti-social.
Yeah.
It's just that I like just me being me. I mean, I'm going out with size detecting. Happy birthday to size detecting. I forgot today's his birthday. Happy birthday to you. Give me $1 and I'll stop singing. Happy birthday to size detecting. That's coming up on Halloween. You guys will see that footage. Okay. You know, or Mr. Charles, I'll go out with him. I will make my way over to Canada. I want to go hunting with Liz. You take Miley, I'll take Scrappy, and then we'll both go the ways the dog go, and whoever digs the most pull tabs win. Sound like a plan?
Okay.
Yeah, we're digging pull tabs.
Right on. Now, let's get to a very serious topic. Sushi. I totally love sushi. You have posted actually some videos about sushi, and I gotta say, the very last video that you posted was actually a conveyor belt sushi restaurant. Now, the only conveyor belt sushi restaurants I have ever seen are in Japan. And when you posted this, I'm like, oh my gosh. How was conveyor belt sushi? How was that?
Yes. Okay. When I'm watching YouTube, there's a channel that I like to watch. 𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏 TV. She's a pro wrestler. She's a women's champ, and she filmed herself going into this restaurant, the conveyor sushi belt, and I can't remember for the life of me what the name of the place is called. And she went in there and she was shocked because she's only seen these in Japan. She used to hang out there. They were like a hangout for kids in Japan, teenagers. So when she saw it, she's like, I got to go in there. And she went in there and she's like ordering just stacks of food. I mean, just absolute stacks. And somehow I told 𝗘𝗫𝗖𝗥𝗪𝗏 about it. He grabbed his little cell phone, again, tech wizard himself. We just happened to be in Illinois, and they had one in Illinois that time. I'm like, well, I'll take you there for your birthday. And I'm like, we're doing an inside job. So, I grabbed my camera. We went in there, and that was so much fun just watching the plates of sushi and stuff. It was really weird, but she was so good. Oh, Liz, you got to try this. It's still not as good as Fuji Buffet, which is by my house, where they got that super long buffet line of sushi. Oh, I know I probably sent you a bunch of pictures of those, everything.
Possibly.
But yeah, just that conveyor belt where you put your order in, all of a sudden the plate just stops like right by your face. You're like,
that is like very, very cool. Listen, we have a question from 𝗥𝗔𝗗𝗓𝗏𝗏. She wants to know, what's that coin?
𝗥𝗔𝗗𝗓𝗏𝗏, what's going on, girl? What's up, Diggett?
What's that coin that you have on your necklace there? Or is that a coin?
Oh, yeah, my necklace.
She wants to know what it is.
This was given to me by Size Detecting. Size Detecting gave this to me. Now, this is from the 1920s, and it's actually a coin. Now, it's supposed to be, it's known as a good luck coin. I'll try to get a good picture of this. It's kind of Illuminati-ish, and it does have a picture of a guy with a crystal ball. And believe it or not, the symbol on that crystal ball means peace. It does not mean Nazi. It's the wrong way. So this is actually a good luck coin. And seeing as how this is my first interview ever with 𝗥𝗔𝗗𝗏𝗏𝗏, I need all the luck I can get so I don't screw up and say any bad words. So that's the reason why I'm wearing it. And it does work, because I did take this out on more than a few occasions where I really, really needed to find something good as I was filming. Sure enough, this coin, I firmly believe, is good luck.
Right on. All right. What is your most?
What other questions?
We're coming to the end of the show, so I have some like bang, bang, bang.
Oh, 11:02. Oh.
We have some questions here. What is your most?
Okay, well,
What is your most memorable find? Memorable.
My most memorable find, for the longest time when I first started doing metal detecting, I always wanted to find a mercury dime.
Ah.
And I hunt every show, everything I did. Anytime a high pitch would come up, I'd be going, maybe it's my mercury dime, maybe it's my mercury dime. No. Never was, until one day I wasn't filming, and I was by a park and I got a dime hit, and people were playing baseball and they learned a whole bunch of new words because I got so excited when I realized that was a mercury dime. I almost started crying. Like, I finally found my mercury dime. I actually pulled out my phone camera and I filmed myself. So that's one. The other one, really quick. I'll do this one real quick. Anyhow, this gun here, you guys all see this gun? Chemical. I never held a gun in my life, and there's a reason why, because I don't trust myself. This gun here, 𝗥𝗔𝗗𝗪𝗢𝗥 and I were over at a park, and we were digging, and he couldn't get to it, and I couldn't get to it. But I put my hand into the hole, and when I pulled it out, it was like this. And I had the gun in my hand like this. It was heavy because it was full of dirt. I thought it was real. So I put it into my jacket. I'm like, we're getting the heck out. I go, we're getting out of here now. As we were leaving, two people were walking by me, and they knew me. And they go, you're far away from home. I'm like, no, not really. And I looked at the guy. Now, this is how incredibly off the page I am. I looked at the guy. I go, sir, do you know anything about guns? He's like, yeah, a little bit. So I pulled this out and I handed it to him. Who in their right mind would whip a gun out of their jacket just to hand it to someone? He looked at it for 35 seconds and goes, oh, it's one of those old cap guns. Oh, thank God. I thought I found a real gun. But still, yeah, me and 𝗥𝗔𝗗𝗪𝗢𝗥 finding this gun has got to be the most memorable one.
Right on. Right on.
That's a great story.
Right on. Now, is there something on your bucket list? I'm sure there are, but what's the biggest?
Oh, yeah.
What's the pinnacle?
Horseshoe.
What's the top of your bucket list? What is it?
Horseshoe.
Serious?
I want a horseshoe.
Serious?
Seriously, I've never dug a horseshoe. Now, here's the funny part. When I dug this one up right here,
that's not a horseshoe.
This is actually an 𝗥𝗚𝗚𝗏.
Yes.
When I first dug this, I had no idea what it was. To me, it was just a piece of rust. So I put it up on Facebook, and everyone's like, got really, really excited over this. Congratulations, you dug a half an 𝗥𝗚𝗏. I'm like, great. What's an 𝗥𝗚𝗏? But no, I want a horseshoe, and I haven't found a horseshoe yet. So sooner or later, I know I'll find it. If I just keep metal detecting, I still get out there, keep hunting. I'll find it sooner or later. I will get that horseshoe.
Do you have any woods beside your house? Because you probably have a good chance of finding a horseshoe in the woods.
Yeah, well, tell the woods that, because it's eluding me. I think the horseshoe keeps on getting up and walking away from me.
That is quite possible. That is quite possible. Oh, wow, a horseshoe. My goodness. I thought you were going to say like a seated liberty or whatever. Wow, a horseshoe.
No.
Wow.
A horseshoe. I want a horseshoe so I can hang it up and have good luck.
Right.
I know it's like, I look at metal detecting a lot differently. It's all the really cool stuff that I like is stuff that other people would consider junk or garbage. So I don't know. I'm just weird like that. I said what I like in gold and silver, I make up in weird and bizarre. And that's my channel in a nutshell. Weird and bizarre.
So if you could detect anywhere on the planet, anywhere, where would you detect?
Good question. You're not going to believe this one. Actually, I got two that are tied. One of them is the trash landing site of Hindenburg. I would like to go metal detect that area. Oh. And I would also like to, do you know where, I think it's Phoenix, Arizona, where Area 51, where the fence is, where you're not allowed to go past this. I want to detect there. Those are the two places. Yeah, I take my life into my own hands on that one. Those are the two places.
Wow.
Think about all the people that stop there.
Yeah.
Yeah, tons of people stop there every year. So there's got to be something. But yeah, the Hindenburg crash landing, I don't know why, but it just seems like it'd be a cool place to hunt.
That's the first time I've ever heard anybody say that they want to detect where the Hindenburg crashed.
Yeah, look at who you're talking to, someone who's not all there. I have fun with life.
What about
original you're gonna get?
What about detecting with a YouTuber? Now, I know there's tons of YouTubers you would like to detect with, but somebody that would be like, wow, to detect with, who would that be?
Oh, you never really heard of the person. They get some views here and there. They're on the smaller side. Her name's 𝗥𝗔𝗗𝗏𝗥𝗟𝗏.
Oh, get out of here.
She has this cool channel.
Forget about it.
Yeah, we're going to hook up one day and we will go detecting. Guaranteed. Yeah, I love your videos, so I want to be in one. That's one of my goals.
All right.
But yeah, I'm a huge 𝗥𝗔𝗗𝗪𝗢𝗥 fan. I'd like to go out with 𝗥𝗔𝗗𝗪𝗢𝗥. And we're talking metal detecting, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, that too.
Yes, sir.
Let's see. 𝗥𝗔𝗗𝗏𝗪𝗢𝗥, of course. I'm going to hook up with a weird guy in the park. He just got a hold of me right before we went on. So yeah, Weird Guy in the Park will set up a date probably fairly soon, hopefully. Digging with Deej. There's another person I'm gonna be going out with. I wrote you. I know I wrote you. I don't know if you got it because I don't know what I'm doing on the computer, but that's another one. Cynthia. Cynthia's probably in the chat. I saw her name earlier.
Yep, she's in the chat.
Cynthia, I gotta get to Texas first, and that's not easy. But yeah, there's a lot of people I'd like to go out with to go meld it. Digger Dawn. Do you know that Digger Dawn saved my channel at one time?
Really? How so?
Okay. You remember when YouTube had their own video editor?
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Do you remember when they took that away?
Yes.
That's all I knew how to do. So I panicked, and I actually wrote Digger Dawn. I go like, Dawn, what type of program do you use? Could you please help me? And she told me. She wrote me back and said, this is the program I use, and it's free. I'm like, thank you very much. And I jumped on it, and I got it, and I thanked her again. I go, I got it. It's working. So technically, for a small moment there, Digger Dawn saves metal detecting.
Right on. There you go. Digger Dawn saves straight up metal detecting.
Straight up metal detecting. Yes, he did.
Right on.
Because I didn't know what to do. I had no clue.
So
that's what I love about metal detectors and our little community. We all got each other's back all the time, 24/7.
Yes.
Never notice that, how we're such a tight little unit? We all help each other one way or the other. That's the way it needs to be. That's the way it needs to be. So let's keep this up.
Very much so. Now, we are really, really getting towards the end of this. I just want to say, are you on social media, Brian? How can people get a hold of you? Like,
your best bet to get a hold of me is just put in the comments on my YouTube channel, anywhere on any of the videos, preferably one of the newer ones. Or you can go to, now I do have a Tripwire Facebook page. It's Trip, TRIP, space, WIRE. I'm not on there a whole lot, but if people want to start writing me over there, I'll be on there a lot more now. So yeah.
All right.
So on Facebook, Trip Space Wire, and just go to my YouTube channel, Straight Up Metal Detecting. Any one of my newer videos, just put a comment in. And if you need an address or something, I'll send you my email address. We'll talk that way.
Right on. I'm pretty sure that we are at the end. I just want to say, please join me next Sunday because my two guests, the Jersey History Hunters, are going to be on the show. Rachel and 𝗥𝗔𝗗𝗓. Rachel and 𝗥𝗔𝗗𝗓 are going to be guests on the show.
I'm watching. I'm there.
And I just want to say,
I'm watching this. Y'all better watch it too.
November.
I'm gonna let you fly, Liz. I know you want to wrap this up. Thank you so much. It's an honor to be your guest. You've had the best on here. Now you got me. Sorry I brought your ratings down. I hope everybody had fun. I had a blast doing this. This is just an absolute incredible experience. Thank you so much, Liz.
Right on. All right. Yeah. Thank you very much, Brian. I'm just going to switch up the screens and I'm just going to chat a little bit and then I will close this up. But Brian, Tripwire, Straight Up Metal Detecting, whatever you want to call him, if you have not subscribe to his channel, please check out his channel, Straight Up Metal Detecting. Subscribe if you like his videos, and and everything will be good. So Brian, thank you very, very much. I'm going to press the hang up button. Is that okay?
Yep. I'll see you in a few. Y'all take care. Thank y'all so much.
Okay, bye-bye. All right.
Later.
Oh my goodness. That has got to be one of the most animated chats and high energy chats we have ever had. And I gotta say, wow, Mr. Enthusiasm there. Seriously, Mr. Enthusiasm. That is what metal detecting is all about. It's about having fun with what you find. Like I said, next Sunday, Jersey History Hunter is going to be in the house. Audra and Rachel, and November is, I could take these off right now. November is going to be amazing, and December, wait till you see the lineup for December. It's going to be an amazing month, an amazing Christmas month. All right. It's the end of the show, and oh my goodness, just want to say thank you so very much to all of you taking some time out of your busy Sunday mornings or afternoons or evenings, wherever you are on the planet. There were a ton of amazing peeps in the chat, and Johnny U Adventures. Johnny, thank you for joining. There's Zarps from South Africa. Metal Sharks came in. Dig It Mart. Oh my goodness. Tin Cup Tim came in. Lost Ways. A ton of amazing peeps. South Carolina Relic Hunters. My goodness. Thank you all very much for joining me. I just want to say that. Please, 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 let's all be safe. Wear your mask. My goodness, COVID is going absolutely mental in my province. Our numbers are spiking like they never have before, and I know that the same thing is happening in a bunch of other places, a bunch of other states, a bunch of other cities, and a bunch of other countries. Please, please, please. Let us all wear our masks. If you don't like wearing that blue hospital mask with the white, you can always purchase some masks from small businesses who are making masks. You saw mine. It has the maple leaves on it. You can be very creative with your mask. Please, please, bottom line, please wear a mask when you're out and about. Practice your safe distancing. When you walk into a store, use their sanitizer. Sanitize your hands when you go into the store, and after you leave or before you leave through the exit door, wash your hands or use the sanitizer again. Wash your hands when you get home. Oh my goodness. Seriously, people, there are a lot of you who have had family members go down, and a lot more than I want to say have actually had deaths in their family due to COVID. Please, 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 let us all do what we have to do. Seriously, do what you have to do, and let's eradicate this. I hope that 2021 is a COVID-free zone on the planet, but we all have to do our part. Wear your mask, practice social distancing, and please, 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 seriously, yeah, I can't stress that enough. It's serious. People are dying. Listen to the science. This is serious. Wear your mask. That's all I'm going to say. Thank you so very much for joining me today. I'll see you on Tuesday with the video, Thursday with Off the Cuff, and again on Sunday with the Jersey History Hunters. That is it for today. Thank you so much. Please, please, please wear your mask. Have a great rest of the day, and I will catch you on the flip side. Get your official Diggy Connect merchandise at Teespring. Mugs, t-shirts, hoodies, and more. Remember that every purchase you make helps to support the channel. Check out the link in the description down below.